What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vault. This is going to be a late night review, and I also apologise for the shitty lighting in my room. Still haven't changed my light bulb because I'm a lazy motherfucker. Let's just jump straight into it. This is my review for Star Wars: A Solo Story. And this one opens with an introduction to the man himself as he attempts to steal a valuable fuel source, but inevitably ends up being caught. There's a stellar cast for this one. Alden Ehrenreich plays Han, and for me, he was just a great casting choice. He plays the cocky and overconfident Solo that so many people were introduced to with Harrison Ford. And this may be a bit of a controversial opinion, but I honestly preferred Heinrich's Solo over Ford's. Don't hate me. There's also Paul Bettany and Emilia Clarke. Now, both these actors, for me, they play very much themselves and the same kind of characters. That's not to say that Bettany is a bad actor. He's not by any means. He's fantastic. And Emilia Clarke is so lovely and bubbly in real life that I have a lot of love and admiration for her. The main standout for me, though, was Donald Glover. This guy is honestly just killing it in every aspect of his career at the moment. He perfectly embodies Billy D. Williams as a young Lando. And just add to that a few other big names, and you really do have a melting pot of acting talent. The strongest aspect of this film, by far, had to be the set pieces and special effects. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, I've always admired and respected the level of ingenuity, creativity, and imagination that goes into creating these worlds, alien and droid life forms. And these things are really helped along by some really strong and realistic CGI and special effects. Throughout this whole film, my trained eye could not find a single instance of green screen being used, even though it probably was used a fair amount. And because of this, I was drawn into this film, into this universe, and I stayed drawn in. It truly was just a pleasure to watch. The score is also brilliant. John Williams just always outdoes himself with any film that he composes. And I'm just really glad that he has stuck with these films since the beginning. It's not easy to create a memorable musical theme, especially one as memorable and as famous as Star Wars, but he effortlessly pulls it off. He's also joined by John Powell, who adds his own flavour to the franchise, perfectly melding his own style while still keeping with the traditional score that so many people have come to know and love. As I've said already, I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars. I probably never will be a massive fan. But Solo definitely drew me in more than any other film in the franchise. I also found that I much more enjoy the spin-off films than any of the other main franchise films. I just think it's really great that we get to see beyond Jedi and Sith with these spin-off films. For me, that just really works. I also find that I am more invested in this universe and this franchise as a whole, thanks to Solo. We should also talk about the director, Ron Howard, who does a fantastic job with a film genre that he doesn't really have any kind of experience or a lot of experience with. He's just really talented at keeping with the ethos and nature of the characters, whilst also respecting the history of this universe. I just really hope he comes back to helm another one of these films. This film isn't perfect, however. It takes a little while to find its feet at the beginning, and this is mostly due to some really heavy and just clunky expositional dialogue. The humour for me also was a little hit and miss, although there are some really sweet moments between Han and Chewie. The lesson I learned from this film is that you can do the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs if you round it off. So there is my very quick review for Star Wars, A Solo Story. Let's just get right down to it. The two main questions. Would I recommend this film? And I had a lot of reservations about seeing this film. Again, I've never really been a massive fan of Star Wars. I watched the films, but I've never really kind of enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed Solo. I really did enjoy this film, and if you are like me, you're not a massive fan of the films, but you enjoy watching them, I really do think that you will enjoy this film. However, if you are a huge fan of Star Wars, then you probably won't like it. I mean, I've seen so much vitriol and hate for this film online, and it's not as bad as people would try and make you believe. So I would definitely recommend this film. It's very enjoyable. It acted very well. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Question number 2: does this film belong in the vault? I would say yes. Yes, for me it does. Again, I had a lot of reservations about this film before going into it, and I was very pleasantly surprised as I was walking out by how much I enjoyed it. So for that reason, I will definitely, be putting that into the vault. So there's that little diamond star again, just right there, and it's gone again wherever. Yeah, so there we have it, guys. There is my review for Star Wars: A Solo Story. If you've seen the film already and you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments. If you didn't like it, let me know down in the comments as well. Just please, not so much hate, let's just have a discussion, a mature discussion about it. And if you like what I'm doing here, guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate the support. And until the next one, peace and love, my dudes.